So, have you ever stopped to think, can I actually become smarter? I don't just mean learning more facts, but like fundamentally increasing your intelligence. Well, today we're going to look at a totally different way of thinking about this. It's this awesome blend of ancient wisdom and a really practical, almost scientific, way to grow your mind. All right, let's get into it. The inspiration for all of this comes from a really fascinating book by Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya. And what's so cool about it is that it kind of challenges our modern ideas about what intellect even is. It offers this timeless framework for, building a sharper, more capable mind. Okay, so let's just start with a really big question, one the book poses right from the get-go. What does it actually mean to be intelligent? Is it about having a super high IQ, a fancy university degree, or is it maybe something else entirely? And that brings us right to the first major idea here. We might need to completely rethink who we consider intelligent. The book basically argues that our standard definitions, they're often way too narrow. They just miss the bigger picture. Okay, check out this simple but super powerful example the book uses to make its point. You've got a lawyer, right? They might look at a farmer and think, well, he's not very smart, he doesn't know anything about the law. But now, flip that script. Put that same lawyer on the farm, he'd be totally lost, right? No idea about soil, crops, the weather. So, who's the really intelligent one here? So, here's the real kicker. True intelligence isn't about some fixed amount of stuff you've memorized. It's your capacity to learn, to adapt, and to apply knowledge in your own world. And what that means is that everyone, whether you're a farmer or a physicist, has their own totally unique and valid kind of intelligence.
Okay, so if intelligence is something we can actually grow, then how do we do it? Well, according to the book, our entire mental strength is built on two main pillars. Let's break them down.
The first pillar is kalpana, or what we call imagination. And no, this isn't just about daydreaming. Think of it more like strategic visualization. It's the engine of creativity. It's what lets an entrepreneur see a business model before it exists, or an architect envision a building. Every single great achievement starts as a clear picture in someone's mind.
And the second pillar, that's ekagrata, or concentration. This is what we talk about today as deep work or getting into a flow state. I love this analogy. If imagination creates the blueprint, then concentration is the focused energy that actually builds the thing. It's the power to just point all of your mental energy at one single spot and cut through all the noise to make an idea real.
And this image from the book really drives home a key idea. Your mind isn't just one single thing. It's more like a collection of different faculties, kind of like all the different parts you see mapped out here. And the best part? Just like you can go to the gym and train different muscles, this way of thinking says you can train each part of your mind. You can actually strengthen your imagination and your concentration over time. All right, so we've got our two pillars, imagination and concentration. The big question is, how do we actually strengthen them? Well, the book lays out three core practices, three really simple habits that can build up our mental muscle. First up, we have jigyasa, which is basically intense curiosity. This is all about actively making time to ask why and just exploring new stuff. It's like creating a magnet for knowledge. Second, there's sangati, or good company. I love this one. It's like you're consciously choosing your own personal board of directors. You surround yourself with people who lift you up and make you think better. And number three is swadhyaya, or self-study. Think of this as your mental diet. You're consciously feeding your mind with great books and big ideas that really stretch and expand your world.
Now, there's one more piece to this whole puzzle that the book says is absolutely critical, and it's something we often forget about. It's the incredible power of encouragement. And wow, this quote from the book really just says it all. Discouragement, it's called the enemy of human society, but encouragement, that's a storehouse of power. It's literally the fuel that sparks our potential. What a powerful thought. Encouragement is what gives us the juice to get through the tough stuff. But, and this is so important, it's not just about getting praise from other people. The book puts a huge emphasis on self-encouragement, learning to be your own cheerleader, celebrating those little wins along the way, and focusing on your progress, not just some far-off finish line. So, as we start to wrap this up, there's this one beautiful metaphor that really ties all of these ideas together. Concentration, imagination, curiosity, all of it. I want you to think of your mind as a garden. Every single thought you have, that's a seed. Your concentration is the water. Your curiosity is the sunlight. And every single day, you get to choose what you grow. Are you going to cultivate flowers, those positive, expansive thoughts? Or are you going to let the weeds, the negative, limiting thoughts, take over the whole plot?
And that leaves us with a pretty powerful question to take with you. When you choose your thoughts, your company, your focus, you are literally, actively shaping your own intelligence day by day. So what are you going to plant in your garden today?